Hope you're all doing well. Today I kind of just want to go over my scalping strategy, but I want to go over the main little piece of alpha that I use in order to kind of get confirmation on my position. So what I like to do when I'm trading Bitcoin is usually have Ethereum with me and SPY on another chart. Now, what you'll often find is that there's a very direct correlation between all of these assets and Bitcoin. So for SPY, for instance, let's just take this whole day basically. This is a whole trading day right here, right? Well, if you guys look at this, obviously this is quite similar, right? So you'll find that the correlation between these two assets is usually extremely high. And you can also use Ethereum as well. And the reason what you're going to try to really use this for, I would say, is you want to look for when Bitcoin is outperforming legacy. So like this is a huge variance. Um, this can provide you some insight as to kind of like, does the move have legs? Is there substance to this? You can also, if you're trading in the mornings, right, and you have a big gap up on SPY, Bitcoin is generally going to follow and, right, conversely do this exact same thing as well, right? This is the 16th, and, sure enough, the 16th is here and we just gap down, right? It's the exact same thing. Boop, boop. Anyways, the other main component for scalping specifically is Ethereum. Now, the reason why I look at Ethereum is because this is a leading indicator. And what that means is that, generally speaking, this is going to lead the price. So whichever direction the price is going to go to in the short/medium term, this is going to head there first. And I'll kind of show you what this looks like. So the best example I would give would be a play like yesterday. So I'll show you guys what I mean. If you guys look at this, you have this low, right? And remember, for the most part yesterday, we were just trading between this range, right? This 64K and this range down here, right? Only later on do we expand, but we're going to focus on this area down here because this is where we were actually trading. Now, if you guys look, so we have this low, right? And then we take out this low. So in the moment, this looks really bad, obviously, until you get the reversal. But if you guys look at Ethereum, right, this is the exact same time span, the 17th, or sorry, wrong time span. Here it is. Here's your low, right? There's the 18th at 12 o'clock, exact same low, but you have a higher low over here, right? And what this is doing is this is actually just leading the price. So if you guys look, right, we have this, then we move up into here. This essentially did that entire move first, right? And even as we kept dipping, right, this came all the way back, right? This continues to lead, and we keep moving up higher. Guess the only, but across the board, this thing just led all the way through, right? And we had this, and then, of course, this. Now, you can find examples of this specific strategy across the board, and I'll show you guys what I mean by that. So the obvious examples are when you have usually equal lows on Ethereum. Usually equal lows are what drives these moves. You have equal lows on Ethereum. On Ethereum, Bitcoin kind of has a low, sweeps said low out completely, and then you usually get a pump. And I want to try to find this for you. I just appear to be struggling at the moment, but this is something you will find across the board, and it does work on pretty much every time frame as well. You can always look at the ETH 1 minute chart if you want to see which one is leading. That's the only thing I would say about this in specific. So if you just zoom in and you see that Ethereum isn't having any strength and Bitcoin also has no strength, if Ethereum starts nuking first, like this, right? This looks like shit. This is probably going to nuke, and this is probably going to take out this with it, right? Doesn't really matter how this chart looks. This looks okay. It's similar, but not the exact same. But because I see this divergence, to me, I would expect this to trade down, right? Because this is your range high. What else? Like a quick continuation of the last video. I want to show you guys this kind of example and a trend. So if you guys look at Bitcoin here, right? Clear uptrend, we're just basically sending all the way through. But if you guys look, so okay, we make this initial high, right? We pull all the way back down to here, and then we make this impulse high to 615, right? And then what happens? We come all the way back down, make a lower high, sweep this low, right? Grind up even higher, trade really deep back down, right? All the way to here. It's very messy. Like there's nothing really clean about this price action. It's very hard to like make an informed decision. Now if we compare that to this, right? Very different. This is the exact same chart, but when the price is truly bullish, as a leading indicator, this is usually what happens. So first of all, if we look at our highs, right? We have 1, 2, 3. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, right? On these, we have 3 sets of equal highs. So this thing is just pushing the highs at all time. And when we traded back into this region, we came nowhere close to these lows, right? We're trading at the top of this block, and we're just leading the entire market. With this example, we're actually going and sweeping the lows. So this would kind of tell you there's obvious strength in the market, and you'd want to try to bid this low. That's how you would use it. You'd look to see Ethereum bottoming out at a higher low or at an equal low, and then you'd want to find Bitcoin bottoming out at the same time, and then you can buy those ones basically together, and that would make it pretty easy. So as you guys can see, this chart is just exceptionally clean, right? We flip these highs, we keep going. Very bullish, very nice chart. This thing, you don't have that same cleanliness at all. But you can use this as a tool to help you kind of figure out what's going on. And that's the best way I would do it. And yeah, even like just in general, right? If we look at this price action, this is very messy, right? It's kind of hard to figure out what's going on. Low, low, I guess low. There's not really a clear trend of higher lows and higher highs. It's kind of messy, to be fair. But if we look at this one, not really so messy, right? Higher low, higher low, higher low. Every single one of these is higher than the last one. Every single one. So to help kind of figure out direction of trend, this can be a very good tool, right? And again, higher low over there. So add this to your playbook. It really will help you guys. I'm telling you guys the truth here. If you guys incorporate this into your strategy, I think you will do very well. And here's probably a good example as well. So you have this, right? This is the 24th of June. Let's go find the 24th of June. Right? Okay, yeah. So here you go, 24th of June, 12:45, 24th of June. This is, what, 6 a.m.? 6 a.m. Nice. Okay, so this thing just nukes. Like, just flat out nukes. This holds relative strength in this scenario, right? You notice we just run this equal low. So what happens is as this approaches this low, you want to bid Bitcoin when this gets to here. So in this case, that's going to line up with this, right? And when you see this kind of relative strength, it usually signals that the market is going to recover. And that's kind of what we saw up there. So because this wouldn't go down with it, that was an easy tell that we were going to go for this retest eventually up here. Now, the hard part of this is you don't want to buy too early, right? You don't want to get stuck at 61 and hold to 58. And the way you're going to avoid that is simply just by bidding these as close to these lows as possible. So if you see this low and there's no strength to trade higher, right? There's clearly no strength from here. You want to bid in this low. So here, here, and if you bid Bitcoin at any point around here, you did totally fine, right? Totally and completely fine. So this would be my main tips for scalping. If you're unsure of direction, use Ethereum, use alts. They will all tell you the same clues. That's going to wrap it up for this video, and I will catch you guys in the next one.